Okay, so right now I'm going to be demonstrating the instant induction. And the instant induction is the induction we're primarily going to be using in the regression course because it takes the client in very quickly, so you're not wasting a lot of time doing the induction. You have more time to work on the regression experience the client's having. And it also takes clients quite deep, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get them into at least stage 3, sometimes stage 4 of the depth test, just doing the instant induction and a very brief deepener, which I'll demonstrate. So the whole philosophy of the instant induction is you're wanting to have a startle reflex, which means you're shooting the command sleep to the conscious mind, allowing the conscious mind to descend and the subconscious mind to ascend. Even though hypnosis is not a state of sleep, the sleep command is the command that they've found to be most effective for this induction. You're also incorporating the eye roll in this induction, so you're going to have the client keep their head straight, their chin down. They're just going to be rolling their eyeballs up to look at your forehead as you demonstrate. You'll be borrowing an arm. In this case, it's going to be the left arm, and you're going to be doing the startle with that. And then I'm going to do the instant induction, and then I'm going to move into the depth test very quickly, but we'll separate the induction from the depth test, but that's going to be the demonstration for today. Okay, good. So Phil, you ready to go into the state of hypnosis?
Yes, I am.
You ready to go deeper than you've ever been before?
Yes.
Excellent. Is it okay if I touch your shoulder at some point in time, and is it okay if I borrow a hand?
Sure.
Fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you keep your head straight, just pointed straight,
Okay.
your chin level, and when I ask you to, you're going to roll your eyeballs, just your eyeballs up here at my forehead. I'm going to be borrowing your hand, and I'm going to give you commands from there.
Okay.
All right, great. So I'm going to borrow this arm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to have you scooch it over a little bit more.
All right.
All right, good. There we go. And it's flat palm to flat palm.
Okay.
Okay. When you're ready, you'll roll your eyeballs here up to my forehead.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to count from 1 to 3. At the count of 3, you push down. You can give me as much power as you have.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, and 3. You push, 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 push. Give me all your power. And as you push, allow your eyes to slowly and gently start to close. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Let them close whenever you sleep. Mind and body go all the way down. All the way down to the deepest level of relaxation. Any body adjustment that you make for your comfort will just take you deeper into relaxation. Deeper, good. And deeper, nice job. And even deeper still. And so what I'm doing now is I'm just very gently pressing on his shoulder, but I'm watching his breathing pattern. I'm pressing on the exhale, as that'll take him even deeper into relaxation. Good. Now when you're ready, I'd like you to focus your attention on the little tiny muscles around your eyes. I want you to just allow those muscles to relax for me. As you allow those muscles to relax, you may well feel the muscles in your forehead and your face relaxing as well. I want you to imagine that you relax them so much that they have zero desire to work. And you're going to hang on to that relaxation, and you're going to give them a tiny test. When you test, you'll notice that your eyebrows go up because they're controlled by different muscles, but the eyelids remain comfortably closed. That's beautiful. Nice job. You can stop testing, let yourself go even deeper still. So he's past depth test level 1, and that's small muscle catalepsy, and we use the eyelids to demonstrate that. So in a moment, I'm going to just lift this left arm by the wrist. You're going to let me do all the lifting. You're going to allow that arm to remain completely relaxed, loose, and limp and heavy. I'm just going to lift it a small amount, and I'm going to place it back down on your leg. And when I do, you'll find yourself going even deeper into relaxation. And so I'm just going to lift very gently. You're going to allow it to be completely relaxed, loose, and limp, and totally heavy. Nice job. And when I place it back down, I'm just going to gently lower it. It'll take you even deeper into relaxation. Deeper still, nicely done. I'm just going to gently press the shoulders. Touching my hand on your shoulder takes you deeper into relaxation. Every breath you exhale takes you deeper. Nice job. And so that's passing depth test level 2 because there was large muscle catalepsy, which meant the left arm was totally relaxed. You can also do large muscle catalepsy with the suggestions of stiff, strong, and rigid, which I'll demonstrate now. So this is still depth level 2, but we're doing it a little bit differently, and you can feel free to use either tests in your induction or as part of your process. So in a moment, I'm going to lift this left arm, and as I lift, it's going to start to get stiff, strong, and powerful. And it's going to just get stiffer, stronger, and more powerful, like a steel, rigid beam. Stiff, strong, and powerful. I'm going to release my hold on this arm. It's going to remain there, stiff, strong, and powerful, all by itself. In a moment, I'm going to very gently press your wrist. You'll notice that your arm remains stiff, strong, and powerful. And that arm sort of goes down a little ways, but then bounces right back up. Stiff, strong, and powerful. Nice job. Beautiful. Stiff, strong, and powerful. Wonderful. In a moment, I'm going to release the elbow. And I'm going to release the shoulder. The arm is going to go right back down. And you'll go a little bit deeper into relaxation. Nicely done. And even deeper. Beautiful job. So he passed depth level 2 using both large muscle catalepsy with a loose limp arm as well as a stiff rigid arm, which means that his mind is accepting suggestions for either at this stage of depth. Next, we're going to be doing a depth level number 3, and depth level number 3 is when we lose the numbers and the beginnings of amnesia. And so I'm going to be demonstrating that for him in 2 different ways as well. You can use whichever way you choose. So in a moment, Phil, I'm going to ask that you start counting backwards from 100, saying the words deeper, relaxed between each number. And each number I say, you'll just allow your mind and body to go even deeper, relaxed. Every number you say, your mind and body will relax more and more until your mind and body are so relaxed they really have zero desire to continue counting the numbers, and they'll just let them go. Maybe it's at the number 98 or 97. Maybe it's at the number 96 or 95. Doesn't really matter. You just let your mind relax, your body relax for as long as they need before the numbers start to fade and then they'll just disappear. So whenever you're ready, you'll just start counting backwards from 100, saying the words deeper, relaxed between each number.
100, deeper, relaxed.
Nicely done.
99, deeper, relaxed.
Beautiful job. Just let the numbers begin to fade.
98, deeper, relaxed.
Let them fade even more.
95, deeper, relaxed.
Beautiful job.
93, deeper, relaxed.
Excellent. Let them fade completely whenever you like. And let me know when they're gone by just giving me a gentle nod of your head. And so he just passed depth level 3 by letting the numbers go. So that's one way of testing depth level 3. The other way is to have him count in a certain manner that I'll demonstrate now. It's just another way of losing the numbers. So Phil, in a moment when I ask you to, I'm going to have you count from 1 to 10. And you're going to count in this following way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. And then you'll count backwards. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you can begin counting whenever you're ready.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
Nice, and now you can count backwards.
10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beautiful job. Nice releasing breath. Allowing yourself to really enjoy the state of hypnosis. You're doing a wonderful job. And so he's past depth level 3. You can use depth level 3 as either one of those. And now we're going to do depth level 4, which is the beginnings of glove anesthesia or analgesia. And so I'll demonstrate on the left hand, and there are a lot of different ways of doing glove anesthesia, but this is the one that I've found to be most effective. So you can model this, or you can find one of your own, or the one that was demonstrated in the NGH course that you most likely took. So in a moment, I'm just going to lift this left hand and arm, if that's okay with you. I'm just going to place it on my hand, just like this. And what you'll notice is that you can feel this line in your wrist. You let me know when you can feel that line in your wrist by giving me a little nod. Good. And what you'll notice is that you can feel my finger here in the back of your palm, or the back of the palm, or the back of the hand. Let me know when you can feel that by giving me a little nod. Good, and then you can actually feel your fingers just as you normally would. Nice. And now I'm going to make it as if you've gone to the dentist or the doctor, and the dentist or doctors put a shot of Zydecaine, which is 200 times more powerful than Novocaine, into the tip of each one of the fingers of your left hand. You'll begin to feel this tingly numbness begin to flow into and up the fingers from the tips. You let me know when you begin to feel that by giving me a little nod. Nice. Just let that numbness flow all the way up to the line in the wrist. It's going to flow in the fingers, into the hand, back of the hand, front of the hand. The hand's going to grow all tingly and numb. And then as the hand grows number, it'll feel as if your hand has become invisible. It's almost as if you've unscrewed this left hand at the wrist and we've placed it on a table elsewhere. So it'll become tingly at first, and then it's going to feel as if it's become invisible. And you let me know when you feel that it's become invisible. You can't even feel my hand supporting your hand by just giving me a little nod. Nice. Now I'm going to be working on the back of the hand here. You may feel the lightest of touch, but all you'll feel is comfort. You might not even feel that there's a touch on the back of your hand, and that's fine. I'm going to be doing some work here. It'll be completely comfortable for you. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm really firmly pinching the back of his hand, which is a very sensitive spot. And Phil, tell me, is that completely comfortable for you?
Yes.
Good. Any sensation at all, or just it's as if that hand is invisible?
I don't feel anything.
Nice. And big releasing breath. And now what I want you to imagine is that feeling is flowing back into that hand from the upper shoulder all the way down the arm and back into the hand, back into the fingers, all the way down to the tips of the fingers. It's as if the feelings are just flowing and pushing that numbness that was there right out the tips of the fingers. So then the tingling will come back and then full sensation will return. You'll be able to feel this line in your wrist. You'll be able to feel my fingers in the back of your hand, and you'll be able to feel your fingers. Let me know when you have that feeling back again.
Okay.
Beautiful. I'm just going to lower your hand. You'll go even deeper into relaxation. So that's depth test number 4, which he's passed, which means that he is currently in depth level 5. And let's see if he can pass depth level 5. Depth level 5 is a positive hallucination, which means that he'll be seeing something that might not normally be there. And so there's a blank wall here. And when I request, he'll actually see something on that wall. I'm just going to take him a little bit deeper into relaxation. Even deeper still. And deeper still. And even deeper. And obviously when you're working with a client, you're not going to be letting them know what's happening, but I'm letting you guys know for demonstration purposes what the depth test is. So Phil, in a moment when I ask you to, I'm going to have you open your eyes. You'll still remain in deep hypnosis. In fact, when you open your eyes, you go deeper still, and it'll feel even better than it does right now. When you open your eyes, I'm going to ask that you turn your head slightly to the left, and you're going to see a clock on the wall. You'll just describe it to me. You'll let me know whether it's a small clock or a large clock. You'll let me know whether it's round or square, whether it's a digital clock or has hands on it. You might even let me know what time it is. So whenever you're ready, you'll open your eyes, remaining deep in hypnosis. In fact, going deeper still when you open your eyes, and you'll look at the wall there, letting me know.
Mm-hmm. I see a clock.
Great. Is it a small clock or a large clock?
It's medium.
Okay.
It's like a blue around the outside.
Okay.
It's a white face.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 after 7.
Okay.
And there's a second hand moving around. It's the 9 coming up to 10.
Great.
It's white face. It's round.
Nice. So whenever you're ready, you can close your eyes. Just go even deeper into the state of hypnosis. Nice job. It's nice to know that it's 10 after 7. And you can let yourself go even deeper. So he's just passed depth test number 5, which means he's actually in level 6. And you can use a clock on a wall for a positive hallucination. You can use a painting on a wall. For kids, you can suggest that there's a parrot in the room or a little puppy on the floor. Any suggestion for positive hallucination for this depth test is just fine. And now he's going to be experiencing, we'll see if we've got him into depth test or stage, passing stage 6, which is actually as far as we need to go for the purposes of this regression course. But in a moment, I'm going to actually have him open his eyes and make a suggestion about the setup that's here on the right-hand side on this little table. And we'll see how he does there. Good. And let me just take you a little bit deeper. I'm just going to gently press your shoulder. Noticing how good it feels. And that the deeper you go, the better it feels. Just letting yourself drift and float. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes again. You will again remain in hypnosis. In fact, when you open your eyes, you may go even deeper into the state of hypnosis than you are right now. When you open your eyes, you'll see that there's a notepad on a little table to your right-hand side, just in front of your right knee. And you know there was a pen or pencil there. But now there doesn't seem to be a pen or pencil there, and you're wondering how you're expected to take notes without a writing implement. In fact, you may even blame me for borrowing it. So whenever you're ready, you'll open your eyes, remaining in the state of hypnosis, in fact, going deeper than you were before. You'll see a notepad. You know there was a pen or pencil there, but now you're wondering how you're expected to take notes because that writing implement seems to be gone. You may even accuse me of borrowing.
I don't see the pen.
Okay. So...
Did you? You have it. Do you have the pen?
No, I don't. Are you sure? Because I do need you to just take a few notes here. What do you see there?
The notepad?
Yeah.
I think you took it.
Well, I may have borrowed it. I will look, and then if I have, I'll return it to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, great. So you can close your eyes. Just go even deeper into the state of hypnosis. Nice job. So he's passed depth test number 6, which is as deep as you will ever need to get any client for pretty much anything. And he passed it by experiencing what's referred to as a negative hallucination, not seeing something based on suggestion that's present. And so now what I'll do is just demonstrate a very basic emerge. And your emerge, if you're bringing somebody to the state of hypnosis by counting down from 20 to 1 or 10 to 1, your emerge is going to be coming out the other way, a count of 1 to 5, so I'll demonstrate it in that way. So Phil, in a moment, I'm going to emerge you from the state of hypnosis. And the most interesting thing is every second that you spent in this state today, it's going to feel as if you've been sleeping deeply for a half an hour. Every minute that you've spent in this state of hypnosis today, as my willing and wonderful volunteer, it's going to feel as if you've been sleeping for an entire day, totally rested, recharged, feeling fantastic, ready to continue on with your day. So 1, conscious mind begins to shift back to the front of the mind. As 2, your subconscious mind returns to its home base within, feeling good about the suggestions that it's received, especially the suggestion for rest, recharge, and restoration. So every second that you've spent in this state, it feels as if you've been sleeping deeply and peacefully for half an hour. Every minute feels like a day. Feels fantastic. 3, you can literally feel your energy coming in. You can feel energy entering the crown of your head. Beautiful, gentle energy, perfect energy for this time of day. Perfect amount of energy for whatever it is that you need to do for the rest of your day. And 4, feeling rested and relaxed, refreshed. Your eyes feel like they've been bathed in a cool, clear spring water. And 5, whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes with a big releasing breath. And how are you feeling?
Great.
Excellent. You did a wonderful job.
Is it a long time?
No, just a few minutes. How long did it seem?
Oh, longer?
Yeah.
I feel like very rested,
Fantastic.
very relieved.
Good. Well, thank you for being my volunteer today. You did a great job. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. So that is rapid induction. Depth tests 1 through 6, demonstrated a few different ways. And then we've got just a basic classic emerge that you can use. And Phil's feeling really good. So I'll see you soon. Bye.